teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Cowboys going up against the Falcons. With that, let's send you to Atlanta now, where Brandon Dodden and Charles Davis are on the call.
Larry, we are just off of Centennial Olympic Park Drive at the home of the Falcons since 1992. It's the Georgia Dome here in downtown Atlanta. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons.
Hey, we got three. Three down.
Here we go. What? 90.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Here's the offense, and I don't know what more you can say at this point in his career about Jason Witten.
You just give him full respect. This is a guy who knows how to do everything on the football field. Not just catch the ball, but huge in the run game with his blocking at the line of scrimmage.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Alert. 3 down.
Let's go. What? 90.
They go there again.
Come on. Run.
Chucks him aside. And he's got room. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big run that time by Elliott. 55 yards on the ground. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
4 down.
Let's go.
Check.
What?
4 down.
What? 90.
Check.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Tight right. Odd.
Let's go. What? 90.
Stand up in.
What? 90.
Hey, check Mike 45.
Ohio.
Under 10.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Anything moves, we
And
hit
brought
it.
down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that
Strong
same
left,
player out of
strong
college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style.
Here we
They
go.
actually have a
What?
true
90.
fullback.
What?
They're having to make
90.
do in the NFL
45,
and
45.
put guys in that spot to emulate it, but not necessarily that position.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead
Watch left,
because
watch
now
left,
the defense
watch
can't
left.
dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're
Come on,
going to
let's
go.
go.
I'm going to come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. Here's a look at the young Atlanta Falcons, although next year, obviously, everyone will be a year older. So rookies like Deion Jones, Keanu Neal, Devondre Campbell, an extra year, well, their only year, but a year under their belt now to get better.
They're just young and growing, aren't they? I mean, I expect their play to continue to accelerate and elevate. And think about the building blocks they had in front of them. Second-year guys in
Watch
2016
Watch
who had big
82.
years.
He likes to
Grady
sneak
Jarrett,
out late.
a monster
Watch
in the
82.
Super Bowl, tied a
Here we
sack
go.
record in that
What?
game against
90.
New England.
Ohio.
And Vic Beasley
No.
led the NFL in sacks for the regular season with 15 and a half and also had 6 forced fumbles.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Lance Dunbar from 3 yards out. The Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol.
Mike 52 right here. 49, check.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman.
Got him.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Ryan on second down. And it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's third down. Here's the offense, and we talk about the tight end, Jacob Tammey.
A lot of people thought of him as simply a safety valve receiver. He can be a primary receiver. Jacob Tammey shows better athleticism than what people expect.
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here
Hey, you're on an
on
island
third
over there. You're
down.
on an island.
Ready. White 25.
Ryan now off the bootleg. It's caught. Jones. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. And now a first down following that long gain. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Get up.
Watch switch.
25.
Second down. Here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him,
Watch
tried to trick him, ran a
watch the ship,
screen,
watch the ship.
and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Third and long. It's Ryan. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass
Three down.
coming up.
Hey, fellas, we
It's a
got three.
6-yard
Let's go.
gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Hey, boys, we got four. Four down.
Here we
They come out
go.
on second down, Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
All right, partner, keep adding up the yardage. My man is off to a big-time start in this one.
Oh, yeah, you know, when these guys get a first quarter run like that, they're thinking, all right, now I'm going to get a second, third, and fourth quarter run like that, correct?
Have you ever seen a guy have a run like that and
guys,
feel
check
good
out,
about
check out.
himself
Let's go.
and then tap out and want to come out of the game? He wants the ball some more, doesn't he?
Goes to Elliott, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by
three down.
name, right?
Let's go.
That was a
Watch
very
it.
tough
Three
sequence for the
down.
offensive
Watch
line.
it.
But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. That screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Single, single. Single, single.
Check 4, check 4.
Come on,
let's go.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Flex round, flex round.
Check 37.
3rd and long for Prescott. He's got time in the pocket. Looking deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep for the Falcons is Eric Weems. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
Ready, back 25.
3 down, 3 down.
On 1st down, Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
And Brandon, I think Mohamed Sanu had a nice career while he was in Cincinnati, but he really elevated in 2016 in Atlanta. The most catches for himself in a single season.
59 of them, 4 touchdowns. Really a nice compliment to Julio Jones, and he was a nice compliment in Cincinnati. I don't want to say he's not a number 1 receiver, but he plays that number 2 slot well, doesn't he?
He does, and I think it's because of his versatility. He can play in the slot. He can use him as a wildcat quarterback. He has thrown passes in the NFL. In fact, going back to his days at Rutgers, I think he threw 18 passes while he was at Rutgers, so you never know what you're going to get when Mohamed Sanu has his hands on the football. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes it a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
And when you watch Devontae Freeman run the football, you can almost close your eyes and hear him running the football, can't you? Because people just scatter. I mean, you know, when he goes through a pile, it moves in a positive direction for him. I just love how hard he plays the game.
1,000-yard season. He had 11 touchdowns last year. In March, 25 years old. So he's kind of hitting that sweet spot for a running back, isn't he?
He really is, and I still remember the evaluation of him coming out of college. He does everything well, but you weren't sure he had a dominant trait. Well, wrong about that. He's dominant just about everything he does, and I think that he's going to continue to elevate his game and seek a 3rd Pro Bowl in 2017.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
I got you, son. I got you,
Ready,
son.
ready. On.
Slam, slam, slam.
Check, 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 check.
Check. Lucky, lucky,
Ready,
lucky.
ready. Ready,
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable